Hello, everyone. It is Barb Techel. This is the reading, the Oracle and Animal Wisdom Guidance reading for the month of July. We are halfway into the year of 2026. I was just thinking about doing this reading today, and in one sense, I can't believe we are I'm recording this on Monday, the 29th. I can't believe we're at the end of June. At the same time, I can't believe it's been a whole month since I've talked to you and done a reading. So, yeah, I am really excited to share this reading with you today. It's a powerful one, though I think that every month. I think they always have something. The animals always have wisdom to help guide us, especially through these challenging times. And of course, oracle cards are a reflection, just like the animal wisdom is a reflection of what we need to work on, where we're going, what perspectives we need to consider to help us to help guide us, because we are living through a time that's very uncertain. It's hard to know what's ahead, and sometimes they can feel really scary. I know I have my moments too, so you're not alone. I feel these things too, but it's why I really enjoy, sharing these messages with you and hopefully bringing you some guidance, bringing you some hope, bringing you some action steps to take, and just to help you feel that you aren't alone. That's really one of the bigger key things of why I enjoy doing this and connecting with you. So, we are going into the month of July, 2 more days, though I'm sure you're already feeling the energy of it. I know I am. I have a few astrologers that I listen to, ones that I trust, and many of them are saying this is a big month going into July. There is a lot of uncertainty. There is a lot of, I don't know if you feel this way, like something is coming, but we can't identify it. Like something's on the precipice, something's about to burst or break, or I really want to look at it as a breakthrough. Like on the other side of this, whatever this is filled with so much potential for really great change. So let's all hang on to that, right? So I asked 3 questions of working with oracle cards, and then I also pulled an animal guide, as I always do for all of us, to go along with the theme of the 3 cards that I pulled. So as always, this is a collective message, but of course we are part of the collective, each one of us individually, and this is looking at how we can each do our part. So let me just say, the first card that I pulled is around the theme for the month and looking at, as a collective, what is the old story that we need to let go of? Because this is what this time is all about, of letting go of what no longer serves us. And I have no doubt you are feeling this in your life and maybe in areas of your life, but seeing that, on a larger scale of what's going on in the world too, we know what no longer feels good and what we want to see changed. And that does. It begins with each one of us. So it was an interesting card that I pulled to begin with. So I'm going to read the message from the guidebook because the card I pulled of the theme and the old story that we're being asked to let go of. At first it feels like, why are we being asked to let go of this? But the card is diligence. This is from the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise, Lynn. And immediately, though, when I pulled the card and I did see the word diligence, I had to really pause and think about, let go of diligence. I think diligence is a really good thing. But when I read the guidebook, it really started to make sense. And then as I read the cards, I'm always reading them as a story in motion. So the first card helps understand the second card, helps understand the third, so it paints the story. But when I looked at the card after looking at the word diligence, I immediately picked up on the shadow underneath the bird. And I just really feel that this is the old story we're letting go of. And that is probably pretty obvious to you. The shadow aspects in the world of war, of, all the things that aren't fun to look at, the shadow aspect that's been coming up that we've been asked to look at, of secrets that have been hidden and that are now being revealed. So, in one sense, I feel that is part of what this message is about. The theme is that more of the shadow is going to be exposed. That is the old story that we are being asked to look at and to let go of that so we can bring in a new story, a new way of being. So, let me read the guidebook. I'm just going to read the one section of the guidebook. So, the sacred landscape wants you to know there are times in life to step forward and take risks, but there are other times to be patient, step carefully and slowly, and know that the benefits you will gain in the future will be worth it. And as I'm reading this, again, try to think, yes, on an individual level, but also as I'm reading it, think of this as a collective level too, for the world, globally, for all of us. Be attentive, meticulous, and persistent. Use this time to plan for action steps in the future. Be diligent and consistent at each step as you move forward. By doing so, you will harvest remarkable results in the years ahead. This is not the time for instant gratification. Your diligence will pay off in the future tenfold. This is the time for deliberate organization. Clean house. Clear clutter out of your life. Be thoughtful about how you spend your time and be discerning when choosing with whom you spend it. Clear out relationships that do not support you. So when I think about the old story that we're letting go of, the shadow aspect of diligence, I really feel is, as a society, as a culture, we have got caught up in instant gratification. We've got caught up in wanting so many material things. And not to say material things aren't nice, they are, but that seems to be what runs our lives instead of, really taking the time and to sit and think about, what do I really want from my life? What do we really want to see in the world? I know for me, what brings me the most joy is simple pleasures. I just feel like many of you feel the same way. Simple pleasures, simple moments. It's experiences, that we have with our partner or with family or with friends. It's not always about all these, these material things and this capitalism and consumerism that we've gotten caught into. It's such a trap. It can be such a trap. Yeah, what else do I want to say about this? I'm picking up at the beginning too that times in life to step forward and take risk, but there are other times, which I think this is what the card is speaking to, and what we need to let go of, and that this is the time to be patient, to step carefully and slowly, and know that the benefits we will gain by doing this will serve us in the future. So I really feel like it's asking us to take a step back, to not get caught up in all the commotion and all the chaos, which I just really feel like so much of that has been programming our minds and really stepping into, our own sovereignty, what feels right for us. And I have no doubt so many of us really feel the same things. We don't want to be caught up in the hustle and bustle. We don't want to be caught up in the consumerism. We want a simple life, simple pleasures. We want to be happy. We want to feel at peace. So we have to let go of this old way of thinking and being in order to help the collective step into a new way of being. Hope that all makes sense. All right, so the action we can take to help guide this new story of one of more peace and joy, true happiness. And the card I pulled for that is the Why card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. And I absolutely love, because we're looking at how can we guide a new story in. And here on the card is actually this book, and you can see the insight. You can see the inside, like there's light coming, extending from it and extending out into the sky. And it's also got these wings on it. What this new story, what is it that we want to give flight to and help this new vibration go out into the world? So again, I'm going to bring in the guidebook. Here it is. I'm just going to read part of this also. So the oracle asks us as a collective, to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing our why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, when we are clear about it, our intention will then be a magnet for miracles. So, as a collective, again, I just really feel that we all basically want the same thing. We want to be at peace. We want to feel safe in our homes. We want to feel secure. So if we all are setting that intention, this is a magnet for miracles, not only for ourselves and our lives, but for the world too. When the world is at peace, of course, we're at more peace ourselves too, right? But it has to start here. I truly believe that there's just no other way. There's just no other way. So then it says, motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, so let's think about this, of this new story we want to bring in. When we think about what it is we want to see in the world, instead of getting caught up in the fear of what we're seeing on a collective level, and then you feel into that. You feel, what will that feel like when that comes true? And then you act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So powerful. This is the new story, right, that we want to bring in. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed. So think about this for July. All this chaos may unfold in July. All this uncertainty. But we hold the seed of what we wish to see in the world, right? We don't want to see that. So what do we want to see? Let's hold that intention together as a collective. Or at least for those of you listening to this message, let it start with us, right? And that seed brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. So as the diligence card had said, this is a time to be patient as we plant this seed. Step carefully, keep thinking about that intention we want to set for a more peaceful world. And do this slowly and know that the benefits we will gain in the future will be worth it. Oh, isn't this powerful today? I just really feel this one, so I hope you're feeling it too. So then that third question I asked, the last question before I share the animal guide, is how do we anchor this new story, this new energy? And the card I pulled, can't make this up, is inner peace. So how do we anchor in this new energy? We each have to contribute to that peaceful space within ourselves in order for that frequency and that vibration to go out into the world one by one. It's like, I'm thinking about like this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. We each have to be that little light and hold that intention of what we wish to see. And hold that intention of peace, that vibration of peace as well. So the animal guide, now I know why I had picked out a different shirt to wear today, and then I went back, I'm like, no, I want to wear this shirt today, and I'll show it to you in a moment. And it made sense when I pulled this card. The animal guide to go with the reading today is butterfly and joy. I am going to read the message, part of the message from, this is from my deck, Animal Reflections Healing Oracle. So I'll share that with you in a moment. But this is the shirt I have to show you. It's got a butterfly on it. Yeah, I went back again, went back to my closet and I thought, no, I don't want to wear, I had a navy blue shirt picked out and I felt like wearing butterfly and now I know why. So let me read that message, part of the message to you. The key to transformation, which butterfly is all about. As butterfly so eloquently exemplifies during their time in a cocoon, is to appreciate those times of feeling betwixt. And I think as a collective, many of us are feeling that. We're not sure where we're headed. It feels uncomfortable. There may be things coming up in our own lives that we're feeling uncomfortable about, uncertain about. I definitely have that in my life too, and I'm just trying to be with that and move with that energy, release fear so I can allow things to come in that are going to serve me in a more positive way. Count on those retrospective respites to bring about a deeper understanding of yourself, because when you do, it opens you to a larger perspective of who you are. Who we are as a nation, as a global society, who are we at our core, right? And I just can't help think, because we've got the 4th of July coming up on Saturday here in America. And, I think we're really questioning as America, who are we? What do we wish to be? And what do we wish to see? The truth is, you are here to experience many metamorphoses, each leading to a new door of opportunity. We are at this new portal, this new opening. How are we going to move into it? Remember, each aspect of life, whether you are in a state of inward reflection, healing on yet another level, or flitting about with exuberance out in the world, can be experienced from a state of curiosity and joy. Let's not forget that. Let's move into this new way of being with curiosity, and let's bring joy with that, right? So butterflies' wings, so delicate and strong, carry them near and far. See them as a reflection that you too have what it takes to continue to strengthen and grow into the best version of you. Imagine that, if we all grew into the best versions of ourselves and just trusted who we truly are at our core, which is love. I mean, how that would change the world, right? Each new change in life can either be approached as a struggle or with grace. Allow yourself a self-care ritual of soaking in the uplifting energy of the sun. Soon you will take flight once again, enjoying a renewed, enhanced sense of the sweetness of life, graciously carrying you forward into a meadow of happiness. Yeah, so that is the reading for this week. I'm just kind of looking at my notes here to see if there was anything else I was going to share, but I think that was pretty powerful and pretty potent. It was so helpful for me too, because I can get caught up in fear at times too, on the collective level as well as personal. And I've really actually been very diligent about, feeling those feelings, even more than I have in the past. And just being really with, what is this about? What's at the core? I'm not going to share the example, but I had something just last week that came up, and I was so angry to begin with. And then all of a sudden, up bubbled the core of what that was about. And then, I cry easily, but I cried and I let it out, and I felt so much better. It doesn't change the thing that I wish was different, but I feel different. I feel more at peace, because there's so much that we can't control, but we can control what's going on inside of us. Again, not always easy. I'm not perfect at it. Trust me, I'm not. That's why I work with oracle cards and animal wisdom. That's why I do these messages, because it's for me, it's for you. And yeah, so I hope this was helpful. If you celebrate the 4th, I hope you have a great 4th of July. And I hope you have a great month of July. And yeah, I will see you again in August. Take care, everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.